So it is inevitable when the NBA eventually gets expansion teams to their current stage. And something that just seemed unfathomable 10 years ago is most likely a probability today. And that's an NBA team coming to Vegas. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? In this video, we're going to be doing a 5-year expansion rebuild. We're going to be taking control of the Las Vegas Outlaws. The NHL got an expansion team in Vegas. The NFL relocated a team from Oakland to Vegas. The MLB is about to do the same, and it's only a matter of time before Vegas gets an NBA team. It truly feels like Vegas is even higher than Seattle in the pecking order of an expansion city. Obviously, you have your others like Mexico City, Nashville, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, but I feel like Vegas is definitely going to get a team. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a realistic rebuild here. I also put in the Nashville Sounds as the other team. Let's put a team in Nashville. Why not? They already have a football. They already have a hockey team, and it looks like they want a baseball team as well. So Klay Thompson is your #1 pick in the expansion draft. Were the Warriors just fed up with Klay? All right, so you might be like DeAndre Ayton, Rudy Gobert. Now, if the Timberwolves are trying to win, I guess Gobert doesn't make a lot of sense, but maybe they don't want to pay Gobert's contract. Same with Ayton. Maybe they're just regretting that. I could see John Collins being in an expansion draft. Derek White, I don't know. I feel like the Celtics would keep him. Jalen Duren is just, what are you doing, Detroit? They also didn't keep Isaiah Stewart as well. And I don't mind building this team around Jalen Duren. Let's do that. I also like the idea of getting Derek White as well, who could be one of our lead perimeter defenders as DeAndre Ayton and John Collins go. Shout out to the guys that got suspended back in 2019. Like, I'm not drafting Gobert. I don't really want Mike Conley because I don't really need to do all that well in year one. So I think getting Isaiah Joe for 3-point shooting purposes off the bench would be huge. Andrew Nembhard as well. Let's steal him over from Indiana. Yeah, this Nashville Sound team is going to be pretty good in year one with Klay, DeAndre Ayton, John Collins, Gordon Hayward, and Rudy Gobert. I'm going to get some more point guard depth, and I'm going to draft Alex Caruso. Let's get the center behind Jalen Duren, Xavier Tillman. Let's load up on some wings now. Let's get Grayson Allen and Cam Reddish. Christian Brown, that's like a no-brainer for me. And Brandon Boston. We'll draft Mac McClung, the slam dunk champion, and Isaiah Roby. And our last two picks are going to be Omar Yurtseven and Theo Pinson. So we're going to start off the inaugural season with Christian Brown in the G League. So this is what the rotation is going to look like for year one. Andrew Nembhard at the 1, Derek White at the 2, Cam Reddish at the 3, Isaiah Roby at the 4, and Jalen Duren at the 5. Isaiah Joe is the 6th man, and then we have Caruso, Tillman, and Allen wrapping out the bench. Is Milan Mack our head coach? Yes, he is. 2-star balance. I'm sure we'll look for a new head coach at the end of the year. So game 1 of this season is against the Trailblazers in Portland. We ended up losing by 5. Lillard dropped 38 on us. Duren with 23 and 16 in his first game for the Las Vegas Outlaws. I'll take that as we lose our first 2 games, but Jalen Duren is the guy we are building around. He's going up against his former team, the Detroit Pistons here, and we end up picking up our first win in franchise history. This dude is a monster. We win our second game. He drops 32 and 20. Oh my goodness. Is Jalen Duren going to be like our modern day Shaq? He's just going to put up those type of numbers. Bro, in like our 6th game, Derek White is going to be out 4 to 6 months. That hurts. Yeah, I feel like this season isn't going to go all that well, which is fine. I don't mind getting a top pick in this draft. I just want to keep developing Jalen Duren, who put up 41 and 11 against the Pacers here. All right, I'm being honest. Jalen Duren should be an all-star. He better get drafted. No, what? Oh, I know he's a rookie, but he's putting up an insane stat line. Now, we aren't doing great. We are currently 21 and 33. As the Nashville Sounds as an expansion team are 33 and 16. Hey, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, I believe, made it to the Stanley Cup in their first year in the league. But Duren is putting up 20.5 points, 13.5 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks a night. So our development is definitely going on track with him. Andrew Nembhard, he could be our long-term point guard as well. Efficient from the field. He can pass the ball. He could score. He could shoot threes a little bit. Cam Reddish, we'll see if he's going to be back next year. Obviously in a much smaller and diminished role. Derek White's efficiency hasn't been great. Maybe I'm asking him to do too much. Isaiah Joe, 34 from 3, 84 from the line. Not the worst, but 36 from the field is pretty rough. Isaiah Roby's actually not doing that bad as a starting power forward. We are a day before the trade deadline, and we have 90 seconds left in this tied Pacers game. I wanted to hop in, but unfortunately, the player I wanted to use fouled out in Jalen Duren. It also looks like Cam Reddish might have fouled out as well, as Buddy Hield's going to take a jumper. No good. Nembhard with the rebound. Everybody is tired too. Just our coach has not had to do rotations. Isaiah Joe to the rim. He's going to the line. Also, I don't even know if you can notice, but like my allergies right now, worst they've ever been in my life. I never used to have bad allergies, but this year I can't even step outside in the morning without taking a Claritin or I'll die. Let me know if you're in like a similar boat than I am, because it's kind of crazy how different it is. Maybe it's just because we got no snow in Philadelphia this year at all. I don't even know if that means anything. Nembhard on his former team. Good contest on McConnell. He kicks it out to Miles Turner. Over to Buddy Hield. Oh, no. Wow, Buddy missed that. How did he get wide open? I make a dumb pass to Nembhard. We're going to try to set up a three-point play for Isaiah Joe to be the dagger. I can't get open. He's going to take a mid-range jumper. Joe, ball game, baby. Let's go. Well, not ball game, but what a shot there from Isaiah Joe. And we ended up winning 99-94. Grayson Allen had 21 points. Can't believe Jalen Duren fouled out SMH. And we are going to make this trade with the New Orleans Pelicans. We're giving them Alex Caruso for Garrett Temple, but we're also getting that Lakers unprotected first-round pick next year. So let's hope the Lakers aren't good then. And yeah, we're going to be sending Alex Caruso off to the Pelicans. He's got almost 3 years left on his current contract. So I think we got good value for him, and so did they. And with those new minutes, I'm going to call up Christian Braun from the Salt Lake City Stars. And that is going to be my only trade deadline move. Klay Thompson was traded for D'Lo, so Klay is in LA now. And Rudy Gobert was traded for Bojan Bogdanovic. Luka wins MVP, but Jalen Duren, Rookie of the Year, as he should. Let's freaking go. John Wall, 6th Man of the Year in Golden State. DeAndre Ayton wins Most Improved in Nashville. So Duren being on All-Rookie First Team was our only award. I lied. We got Andrew Nembhard on All-Rookie Second Team. So we did not make the play-in tournament. The National Sound were actually the 4th seed in the East. We finished with a 38-44 record though, which is pretty good. So we're going to have not the best pick going into the lottery. It'll probably be at pick 10. And I loved what I saw from Duren and Nembhard this season. Cam Reddish, we'll see if I bring him back. I'm not going to kind of think I will. I would like Derek White to be in our rotation, though, next year. Good defensive guard. And I'm fine with him and Nembhard being my backcourt next year. We got Isaiah Joe as our 6th man. I think that field goal percentage will go back up. So let's see who wins the 2023 NBA Finals. Is it going to be a team that's currently in the hunt in real life right now? Or is it going to be a team that we just didn't expect? And you got the Cavs and the Lakers in the NBA Finals. What storylines that would be around LeBron as the Lakers end up sweeping them? Well, they got Klay Thompson, so that helped. And LeBron goes out with a bang. He retires. All right, draft lottery time. Are we going to get lucky and move up from 11 into the top 4? That would be insane. We do not. We stay at 11. Rockets won the lottery. Jazz at 2. Kings at 3. We are going to fire Milan Mack. Not a bad job, though, in his rookie season. 38 wins with this team is pretty good. Let's see if I can pick up Joe Prunty, who was an interim coach for the Hawks before they ended up getting Quinn Snyder. So we get him to be our next head coach. See how he can do. So Draft Express in their mock have us taking Gregory Jackson out of South Carolina. 2K's mock has us taking Nick Smith, and NBA.com, same thing. I'm really just going to go best player available. I'm not really going to target in on one position. I do feel like having Grayson Allen, who was very good for us last year, and Isaiah Joe could be a little redundant, but I don't think I'm going to make any trades right now. So the first overall pick, the Houston Rockets take Victor Wembanyama. No surprise. Whoa, but Brandon Miller goes ahead of Scoot Henderson to the Jazz at number 2. The Kings don't really need a Scoot Henderson, and they don't take him. Jet Howard goes 3. That's a little shocking. And Gregory Jackson goes for the Jazz. Just passed the ball and Scoot twice. They could have had Scoot and Brandon Miller. What are they doing? As the Spurs are going to luck into Scoot at 5. So you had Cam Whitmore go 6, Jalen Hood-Schifino 7th, Jarace Walker 8th, Grady Dick 9, Taylor Hendricks 10. And I'm going to make a surprising pick. I'm going to take Ryan Rupert, a developmental wing though, but I like his potential to be a lengthy, good defender in this lineup that could just not be another 3-and-D guy. Somebody that can have that athleticism to score and guard team's best defenders. And with our second round pick, I'm going to take Derek Lively. That's a steal. I would have taken him in the late first. So welcome to the team, Ryan Rupert and Derek Lively. We're going to pick up the team option on Tillman, Joe, Boston, and Roby. I don't really think I'm going to be too big of a free agency spot right now. I'm fine at the center position. We could look for another power forward. That's a position I could target. Maybe another wing as well. Draymond in Vegas, he'd probably want to headline the first expansion team. I really don't love many of these power forward options. I'm going to give Rui Hachimura a 2-year deal. We're going to take a team option on it next year. I think he will accept that. I wonder if I would pick that up, but we'll see in a year from now. And I know you may hate this. I'm going to go out and sign Dylan Brooks, who it's going to be a 2-year deal with a team option on the 3rd. We're going to really upgrade our defense on the perimeter, have him and Derek White out there. That's pretty good. And yeah, we get Rui, we get Dylan Brooks. That means Cam Reddish is gone. Since we drafted Lively, Yurtseven is gone as well. Oh, never mind. The Lakers matched that on Rui. Okay. So we're going to pivot to Grant Williams. I'm going to give him a 2-year deal worth about $10 million. It'll be fully guaranteed on the 2nd year. We'll see if the Celtics match that, and they do not. So my last signing is just going to be some point guard depth. I'm going to go out and get Patrick Beverley and Derrick Rose. And we get both of them. Let's take a look at player progression where Jalen Duren goes up to an 82 overall. We got Dylan Brooks into 80. Derek White regresses. Grant Williams goes up. Joe and Nembhard regress What's up with that? All right, so this is what the rotation is going to look like for season number 2. Nembhard and White in the backcourt. Our forwards are going to be Dillon Brooks and Grant Williams. And the player we're still running this offense through is Jalen Duren at the 5. So I think for my long-term vision of this team and the end goal is to build this team kind of how like the Orlando Magic built their team around Dwight Howard. Have 4 shooters and defenders basically around Dwight Howard who could space the floor for him. Feed it to him inside. They send the double, kick it out to somebody that was like a JJ Redick, a Hedo Turkoglu, a Rashad Lewis, Jameer Nelson, Ryan Anderson. So I think that is the long-term goal of this team. And system proficiency is 3-star balanced under Joe Prunty. So first game of the season at home against the Charlotte Hornets, we end up winning by 16. Jalen Duren with 23 and 13 to start the season. Can we start off 2-0? Nope. We end up losing by 6 and Dillon Brooks breaks his ribs. We ended up losing by 6. Yeah, Duren had 22 and 13 though. And then we ended up losing to the Hawks as well. So we'll see if this team does any better this season. I mean, we did add Dillon Brooks and Grant Williams. Duren dominated here. We need him to take more shots, you know. So this team is 25 and 18. Jalen Duren is dominating, man. He has to be an all-star this season. There's that Isaiah Joe bounce back season that I predicted. Derek White's doing much better in a more diminished role, or at least just not taking as many shots on offense. Grant Williams has been a phenomenal pickup for us. Dillon Brooks, not so much on the other hand. And let's see, does Jalen Duren make the all-star game? He does not. What? He's getting snubbed. He's putting up so much better. I mean, maybe not. Allen's being a beast too. And we are 11 games above 500, about to go into the deadline. So we end up losing to the Knicks and beat the Hornets there. Also, shout out to Ryan Rupert, who's been great as a 19-year-old rookie. So I don't think I'm going to make any trades at the deadline. We could try to get an extension done with Derek White, but I might wait till next year because he's going to be 30. Grayson Allen, I'm going to bring back for about $6.9 million on a 2-year deal. The only thing I thought about was like trading Xavier Tillman just for a more veteran center behind Jalen Duren. Brook Lopez could be an interesting option, but he's making too much money. So we're just going to let this team go into the end of the season, and let's hope that we can make the playoffs as a top 6 seed. So we are 19 games above 500. Make that 22 games. We won 52 games as Jalen Duren is our #1 option, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to Joe Prunty. Tyler Hero on most improved, and Quinn Snyder, coach of the year. So the Hawks are just breeding good coaches. Jalen Duren, not an all-star, no, but all NBA third team. He finished with 24 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 blocks while shooting 63% from the field. Oh my God, we finished as the 1 seed in the West in year 2. We do have the Lakers pick, unfortunately. They were pretty good, with no LeBron too. Yeah, man, shout out to Jalen Duren. Building around this guy is going to be so much fun. So for the playoffs, Ryan Rupert is probably going to get 12 minutes. Grayson Allen about 18, probably 16, maybe even 15 to Tillman. 24 to Isaiah Joe. Let's do 36 to Jalen Duren, maybe 30 to Williams, Brooks, and White, and then we can also do about 33 to Nembhard. I would like to go 33 to White. Honestly, 33 to Williams, 33 to Brooks. We're trying to win it all if we can. I mean, it's probably not going to happen. We're going up against the OKC Thunder in round 1. Hey, let's see what happens. Can we beat them? Christian Braun was not going to make the rotation anyway, and let's not lose in round 1 to an 8 seed. Ryan Rupert has an injury, and we win in 6. Jalen Duren, 25 and 17. Isaiah Joe, just balling out on his former team. Derek White, looks like he shot the ball pretty good as well. Jalen Duren, man, this guy is the star of the show. All right, let's see if we can beat the Rockets. Oh my God. Really? He tendonitis, he's out for the playoffs. I hate you, 2K, so much. Well, yeah, we end up getting swept. Are you kidding me, man? Jalen Duren gets hurt for the playoffs. Him going up against Wemby would have been so much fun, too. In game 1, he ended up only playing 15 minutes. That just sucks. And it's the Hawks and the Rockets in the finals, and the Hawks win in 7, with Trae Young being your finals MVP. Chris Paul ends up retiring. In the draft lottery, we are going to have at least 2 picks in the first round, 23 via the Lakers, and our pick at 28. Damn, the Nashville Sounds did make the playoffs. They had the 8th pick in the draft. Timberwolves won the lottery. The #1 pick is Robert Dillingham. The Knicks take a guard at #2, Matas Buzelis. And speaking of the Knicks, Jalen Brunson has 1 year left on his deal. I think I'm going to try to upgrade my point guard option. I want to get Jalen Brunson. I haven't gotten him in a while. I think I'll have to wait till after I make my draft picks so those guys have more trade value. So with my first 2 first-round picks, I had Juan Nunez and Tyrese Proctor, and then I got Elijah Fisher in the 2nd round. Let's pick up the team option on everybody here. Yeah, let me call up New York. The Knicks are interested in Ryan Rupert, but I would like to keep him if I could. All right, so I'd be giving them Christian Braun, Tyrese Proctor, Derek Lively, Juan Nunez, a ton of young talent, as well as my pick next year, top 5 protected. They agree to that. And we have a new point guard on the team, Jalen Brunson. I like this, man. We got 3 defenders in the middle of Brunson and Duren. They could run the pick and roll. We got, yeah, like Brooks, Williams, and Derek White. Tillman is a free agent. So is Isaiah Roby. I'd like to get, like I said, another veteran on this team, an older center that can be behind Jalen Duren. That's not going to play too many minutes, but is definitely a leader in the locker room. I thought about maybe Jonas Valanciunas. Honestly, that's a lot of money for somebody that's going to play only like 15 minutes a night. So he's 27. I guess he's kind of a veteran at this point. Let's pick up Mo Wagner, 2-year deal, team option on the 2nd year. And that's pretty much going to be my only notable free agency move. I'm going to sign Isaiah Thomas, Rajon Tucker, and Justin Jackson. Brandon Boston comes back on the qualifying offer. Player progression, Brunson 87. How does Jalen Duren not go up? I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense. Isaiah Joe goes up 4 overalls. Grant Williams went up 3. Nembhard went up 4. I don't get that. So Grayson Allen might fall out of the rotation. He's going to be the first man in case an injury happens. I lied. He's going to get about 9 minutes a night. So this is what the rotation's going to look like. Brunson, White, Brooks, Williams, Duren, with Isaiah Joe, Andrew Nembhard, Ryan Rupert, and Mo Wagner, as well as Grayson Allen off the bench. We are now 3.5 star balanced. First game of the season on the road against the Pelicans. We end up beating them by 4. Jalen Duren dominates. Okay. Jalen Brunson, not the most efficient game 1 as a Las Vegas Outlaw, as Derek White gets hurt. We ended up beating the Lakers by 6, though, because Jalen Duren had 27 and 25. We dropped 137 on the Clippers. There's the Jalen Brunson game. Finally, Jalen Duren is an all-star in year 3. And we are 37 and 18, the 2 seed in the West right now. We have about like the 4th or 5th best record in the NBA. I was hoping Jalen Brunson would average a little bit more in the scoring department, but he's been efficient as hell for us. And we have a ton of guys averaging in double figures. Wow, Andrew Nembhard wants $25 million on an extension. Okay, we see as a team option next year. Derek White, $16 million. I will give him 2 years on that. Yeah, so he's got 2 more years. That could come back and bite me, or it could be a tradable contract. Luka goes back-to-back in the MVP department. And Jalen Duren is also the best defensive player in the league. Holy crap, this guy's a freaking stud. He's the starting center on All-NBA second team. Obviously on all defensive first team. And thankfully, he's going to be healthy for us in the playoffs. We're actually fully healthy going up against the Utah Jazz. And he just dominated this season, man. Dillon Brooks, though, he's probably only going to get like 24 minutes from us because I just don't trust his shooting. I honestly kind of want to start Ryan Rupert over him. You know what? I'm going to do that. Grayson Allen won't be in the rotation. Mo Wagner about 10 minutes a night. We're going to do 20 to Brooks. Honestly, like 17 to Brooks. I just don't trust the guy, but he's a good defender. We can stay with 24 to Isaiah Joe. Let's go 37 to Jalen Duren. Let's do the same to Jalen Brunson. Oh, I didn't even realize. Yeah, our 2 best players are named Jalen. I didn't even just point that out. So we're going to go 30 to Rupert, 30 to Williams, 30 to Derek White. And you know what? I'll give Dillon Brooks 22 minutes, I guess, because we could value his defense, and Isaiah Joe 26. So can we beat the Utah Jazz and advance to round 2 in the playoffs? Oh, yeah, we sweep them. 28 and 13.5 for Duren. Ryan Rupert is a freaking stud. Brunson was great. So was Isaiah Joe. All right, now we're taking on the Golden State Warriors. Jordan Poole, Steph Curry, Wiggins, Kuminga, Charles Bassey. They also have Jeremy Grant. And let's see if we can beat them in round 2 to go to the conference finals. And boom, we win in 5. Jalen Duren averaged 30 and 17. Conference finals here against the Blazers, guys. I think we're going to the finals in year 3. I don't think we lose to this Blazers team. Yes, we do not, as the Las Vegas Outlaws are in the NBA Finals because of this man right here. And we're taking on the Cavs, who are sick. Oh my God, they have Anunoby and Valanciunas as well. How? All right, well, let's see what happens. Can we beat the Cavs in the NBA Finals? Nope, they end up sweeping us. Damn it. All right. We get there. We kind of dominate the Western Conference just to get swept. We lose by 30 in game 1. We lost by 6 in game 2. 13 in game 3, and 15 in game 4. It really wasn't close this series at all outside of game 2. But hey, I'm just glad we made it to the finals, and our best player is like 23 years old. So we're going to be back next year. Draft lottery time. We are going to be picking at number, well, we're not going to get our first round pick. That's going to go to the Knicks at 29. The Lakers. Why couldn't this have been last year? So I believe Jalen Duren has the team option. Jalen Brunson opts out. We're obviously going to want to bring him back. I'm not going to pick up the option of Mo Wagner or Dillon Brooks. Rupert, yes. Elijah Fisher, no. I want to see if we have a little bit of cap space as well to go after somebody in free agency. Do I just sign Giannis and Jalen Duren? No, I don't want to do that. I was wondering if there was an upgrade over Brunson, but there really isn't. So if I sign Brunson, I would still have $52 million. I would like to bring back Isaiah Joe, but for $25 million, that's a lot. So I was wondering if there's like a stud defender that we can get on this team, like a Scotty Barnes. I mean, I would love Evan Mobley, but I don't think I'm going to be able to sign him. So Dillon Brooks is like one of the better defenders out there, but you know what? Let's go after Jalen McDaniels, or excuse me, Jaden McDaniels, the better McDaniels there. Former Washington Husky. Let's get him on a 3-year deal. And that means Dillon Brooks is gone. I do want that veteran-minded center. Maybe that's going to be Bobby Portis. Maybe that's Andre Drummond. You know what? Let's bring in Andre Drummond on a 1-year deal. All right, I'm going to pay Isaiah Joe about 3 years, flat rate of $20 million a year. I mean, he's one of the better shooters in the league. And Grant Williams also left us as well, so we need an upgrade at the power forward spot. And I'm not paying Grant $32 million. And you know what? I kind of like the versatility. Oh, I would love to get Jared Vanderbilt, but I'm not going to be able to afford him just because I should have paid. Oh my God, I didn't realize that Grant Williams is going to leave first because I would have paid him before bringing back Isaiah Joe. So we're just going to sign Chris Boucher to a 1-year deal and also snag Trey Lyles as well. Jaren, man, only goes up 1 overall. 2K hates him. All right, I'm honestly going to experiment with the rotation of McDaniels at the 4 and Ryan Rupert at the 3. So we're going to give Duren about 35 minutes, McDaniels 31, Rupert 31. We'll start Isaiah Joe. He'll get 31 as well. We'll do 35 to Brunson. And then we have Andrew Nembhard. We'll have Derek White, Chris Boucher, and Andre Drummond off the bench. Or we can get a little bit more shooting now that Isaiah Joe's in the starting 5. So we'll put Grayson Allen there. 3.5 star balance. Let's see how this team can perform. So this team is 46-9, and Jalen Duren makes the All-Star game again. Not a starter. This guy might win MVP. And he's finally developing up to an 88 overall, where it's just nice to see all that team progression right now. Jalen Brunson averaging 20 points and 6.5 assists. Ryan Rupert, man, this guy, like, what a draft pick he's been for us. I would think about making a move at the deadline, but I want to see what this team can do because we built this team in a really good way, in my opinion. We are almost 40 games above 500. Damn, Andrew Nembhard wants so much money. Maybe I should have traded him away at the deadline, but he's been like an absurd 6th man for us. So maybe I have to bring him back. Oh my goodness, hell yeah. Hell yeah. He won MVP like I said he could have. What an amazing part of this video has been Jalen Duren, man. Just somebody that we got in the expansion draft. We go 71-11 on the back of his MVP season. Come on, man. Like, he's got an all-star. He's got an all-NBA second team. He's won DPOY. He's won MVP. Holy crap, he's accomplished a lot in this video. Next thing up is Finals MVP. For the playoffs, how do I want to construct this roster? I don't think I need Trey Lyles getting minutes. I think Drummond can get about 10, honestly. Derek White, probably drop him down to 17. That's fine. I want Ryan Rupert starting. Yeah, I think McDaniels, keep him at the 4. He can get like 28 minutes. Let's do 32 to Rupert. I want to go 38 to Duren. And like Chris Boucher, honestly, like 15 minutes a night. 29 to Nembhard is fine. 37 to Brunson. Honestly, let's just go 32 to Joe. 33 to Joe, 33 to Rupert. Isaiah Joe shot 44% from 3. That's why I paid him all that money, man. And Ryan Rupert dropped 19 a night. All right, well, we should beat Dallas in round 1, right? We have the MVP, and we end up sweeping them. He is so good. Shout out to Brunson, though, also balling out in that round 1. Can we beat OKC in round 2? We win in 6. Duren averaged 26 and 12. Conference finals going up against the Grizzlies. That's a good team. But it doesn't matter, though. We sweep them, and we're back in the finals going up against the Cavs again. Duren balled out. He is on just a warpath right now, man. He's got an MVP. He's going for that finals MVP. Do not get swept or lose to Cleveland again, please. And we end up winning in 5. Hell yeah. Let's go. We get revenge on Cleveland. We win a championship in year 4. Jalen Duren is your finals MVP. He's won that. He's won MVP, DPOY, multiple time All-Star in this video. Holy crap. He might be a rebuild legend for me. Sick trio going into the Hall of Fame. So this feels good that for the final season, I already know that I won a championship. And I want to run this team fairly back. We got Trent Taylor there with the last pick in the first round. Obviously picking up Rupert's team option. Jalen Duren is going to be a restricted free agent. I would give him $100 million. I'm honestly going to pay Nembhard for the final year. $50 million or $30 million a year is a lot for him. And I'm going to re-sign Grayson Allen just for some depth purposes. But yeah, I got to bring back Nembhard, man. He's been developing very well. And we're about to give Jalen Duren a ton of money. Wow, he actually took a deal from the Spurs. Why? Well, we're matching that. I don't get that, man. He accomplished so much here and he does want to leave. I'm going to look to get this Earl Jenkins G League guy. Can I get him and George Brooks? That'd be kind of cool because like our veteran big men like Boucher and Drummond, they all left. Nah, I can only sign Jenkins. Yeah, there's the Jalen Duren progression I was waiting to see. Finally, 2K put some respect on his name. So we signed Aiden Dermanenko to be the backup 5. And this is what the final lineup is going to look like. Brunson, Rupert, McDaniels, Jenkins, Duren, with Nembhard, Isaiah Joe, Derek White, and Dermanenko off the bench. 4-star balance. Let's see if we can go back-to-back. And for the final year, we go 69-13. Jalen Duren does not go back-to-back in the MVP awards, but we do get Coach of the Year for the first time, as Duren does not make All-NBA first team because Jokic put up a 32-point almost triple-double and almost shot 50-40-90, but Duren career high in points and rebounds and field goal percentage. And we are the 1 seed again in the Western Conference. For the last year, I did turn off injuries though, because I just kind of wanted to see what this team could do in its final year. For the playoffs, we want Jalen Duren getting 39 minutes a night. This team is led by DJ Wagner and Devin Booker. They also have MPJ and Lauri Markkanen with Jalen Suggs as the 6th man. That's a solid 8 seed, but we sweep them. Doesn't matter. As we had 3 guys score 20 plus in Nembhard, Duren, and Brunson. Round 2 against the Grizzlies, a team we should beat. They have De'Aaron Fox backing up Ja Morant. Surprised he didn't win 6th man of the year. We win in 5. Jalen Duren with 25 and 13. We had 2 guys score close to 20 in Rupert and Brunson. Now we're taking on Houston, looking for revenge. Cam Reddish revenge series from a few years ago. But yeah, they beat us in the conference finals a couple years ago, or was that round 2? It might have been the conference finals when we didn't have Duren, but I don't know why I thought OKC beat us. But no, OKC might have been the 18, and they were the 4th seed. So can we beat them and go to the NBA Finals? Oh, yeah. We're 12-1 going into the NBA Finals. Jalen Duren on Wemby owns him. 37 and 15 against them. And here we go. Rubber match with the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's what I'm talking about. They won it all 2 years ago, beating us. We beat them last year. Who is going to win the rubber match between the 2? And it's us in 7. Let's go. Let's go. F you, Cleveland. Jalen Duren, 26 and 10. He gets his 2nd finals MVP, man. By far, MVP of this video. That was so much fun building around Jalen Duren, who we got in the expansion draft. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was super fun to do. Make sure you check out all my links in the description below. My Twitter, TikTok, NBA Talk channel, NFL channel, newsletter. It's all down there. Drop a like if you guys did enjoy this style of video, and if you did enjoy the expansion content. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.